What's going on, y'all? This is a part 2 video that I'm making, and I just wanted to pretty much I mean, I'm still at a loss for words, over this Elia Rogers situation, the boy out there in California who shot up all the people because he claimed that he was neglected and, he couldn't get no pussy, and how he hates, and he hates all sexually active men. Well, that includes me. Because, see, now, had I would have been there, he'd have popped me. Because I'd have been fucking me abroad somewhere, and he'd have tried to pop me. I mean, of course, that would have never happened because, like I said in my earlier video, one or two things would have happened. That boy would have either got beat the fuck up or he'd have got shot. And personally, I think it's really fucked up, man. And then of course, one of the victims of Adam Lanza, his father, got on CNN talking about how he blames the NRA, which is the National Rifle Association, that was set up after the Civil War. And the NRA was founded to help the newly freed blacks in this country the NRA was set up so blacks can own guns in this country, because the Ku Klux Klan was passing laws in the South, or they was paying off politicians to pass laws in the South that would keep blacks from owning guns. And even though, when you get on the TV and you watch channels like CNN, MSNBC, they're always trying to demonize the NRA, and they blame the NRA for the Sandy Hook school shooting. They blamed the NRA for the Aurora, the Batman shooter guy or whatever. It's all bullshit. Then of course, one of the victims' fathers has spoke to CNN, and he was like, he blames the NRA, etc., etc. But he said something that really kind of touched my heart as a father, because I have children. And he says, when is the madness going to end? When is the insanity going to end? Well, Mr. Martinez, who is the guy who was on CNN, Mr. Martinez, the insanity will stop when you get rid of gun control laws that keep people away from being able to defend themselves against criminals. I mean, think about this. I mean, Mexico, for example. Mexico has a total gun ban in the whole country. And Mexico has the highest crime rate in the fucking world. Understand that, Facebook and YouTube. In the fucking world. Mexico has a total gun ban, and they have the highest fucking crime rate in the world. Now, you take a place like Switzerland, for example. Switzerland, every citizen in Switzerland is armed with high-powered machine guns. The whole nation is trained to kill, and they have the lowest crime rate in the fucking world. So the point I'm getting to is very simple. More guns means less crime. I mean, it's just that fucking simple. I mean, what part of that simple analogy don't you liberal think tanks, or as I call them, you Democrats of the Democratic Party, what part of that don't you people understand? More guns means less crime. I mean, it's just that fucking simple. I mean, I don't know how to make it more simpler than that. Criminals are not going to rob people who they know have guns. They will rob you stupid motherfuckers that don't have guns. You same motherfuckers that support Obama and think, and your boy Jamie Foxx calls him the Lord and Savior, and all that other fuck shit. But the point is, more guns means less crime. So, Mr. Martinez, you have my sympathy as a parent for the death of your son, who was an unfortunate victim of Elliot Rogers, or Elliot Nobody Gives a Fuck About Me Rogers. But Mr. Martinez, the madness will stop when you totally abolish gun control laws in this country and you actually allow the people to defend themselves and not wait 20 minutes for the police to show up when everybody's been fucking dead. You know, it's very simple shit. You know, I think it's sad. You know, it's really fucking pathetic. You know, like I said in my earlier video, you know, we do live in a very criminalistic society. You know, we do have criminals in our society. That's just unfortunate. You know, in the words of my boy Tony Stark from the very first Iron Man movie, 2008, he says, and I quote, that it's an imperfect world, but it's the only one we have. So the bottom line is, people need to be able to defend themselves however they so choose. And it's really pathetic that Obama and other people like him in our government is totally against self-defense. It's fucking insane. And it's morally obtuse. I mean, that's just a real fancy college word for just meaning it's really fucked up. or better yet, it's morally fucked up. And I'm pretty sure I know that people like Obama, Dianne Feinstein, all the other liberal think tanks, or the Democratic Party is going to use this incident once again to push the total abolition of guns. But I'll say this. Anybody who says that I don't have the right to self-defense and I don't have the right to defend myself, defend my family, you can all go to hell. I mean, I can't say it any more better than that. You can all go straight to hell. Because as long as I have breath in my lungs, I'm going to have guns in my house to defend my family. And I promise you, if anybody breaks into my house will be the last house you will ever break into. Because by the time the cops come, you will be a puddle of fucking jello. It's just that simple. You're not breaking into shit here. It's really pathetic. Just pathetic. But everybody knows where I stand on this issue. And like I said, to Elliot, Nobody Gives a Fuck About Me Rogers, you're a real piece of shit. Your actions prove you're a piece of shit. So you get no sympathy from me, my friend. Mr. Nobody Gives a Fuck About Me Rogers. You're just a piece of shit. For what you did, killing innocent people, you're a real piece of shit. And like I said before, I hope that God has the deepest, darkest circle of hell for your fuck ass. So, this is Santino Super, the one and the only.